Hello and welcome, my friends. Full Cred here with a video to help you be the best cybermaniac you can be. In this video, we'll be going over 2 tips on how to get those pesky components, but I would like to note there is no exploits involved. I personally do not like to use exploits, so this is just in-game content, how the developers wanted us to play the game. That out of the way, I also wanted to mention a perk to help you find more components. If you did not already see it, this came with the new 2.0 update. The perk is called Lucky Day, and it gives you an additional 25% crafting components when looting. This is not one of my 2 tips, but I thought it did deserve a mention. Now let's get started. For tip number 1, you will need access to the Phantom Liberty DLC and to the town in the DLC, which is Dogtown. That means you either need to gain access to the town through the story, or you can start a new game and there's an option you can select to jump straight to Phantom Liberty. But when you are in Dogtown, there will be a wheel icon when you're exploring. You will want to go towards this location. There will be a vehicle. You'll want to get into the vehicle there. This will start the mission, push it to the limit. You'll get a call from Reyes to deliver the vehicle straight to him. This is a very quick, straightforward mission. All you gotta do is just drive towards the location and fight the bad guys along the way. When you finally reach the drop-off point, you will talk to Reyes once again in person.
V, scan this motherfucker.
He will then ask you to steal more cars for him, and yes, you want to do this. We are cybermaniacs after all. There is a sweet reward after you deliver the stolen vehicles. And congratulations, you have just completed the mission. Now this will give you access to the vehicle contracts, as you see here. You'll find more of those wheels across the map, this time anywhere on the map. It doesn't actually necessarily have to be in Dogtown anymore. And it's the same mission. Different vehicles, sometimes you fight enemies, sometimes you don't. Deliver it up the drop off, and this is the important part. Our sweet reward. You get XP shards, weapons, attachments, and weapon components. I've noticed I've gotten at least 10 of each kind of weapon component. I am level maybe 36 here, I believe, something like that. So there are some oranges, although it's guaranteed every time. When you complete the bonus objective on these runs, you'll also receive in the reward box a discount voucher, and that's good for your next vehicle. It basically just takes money off the top. It's a big difference on the expensive cars. That's just another win in the books. Now it is time for tip number 2. This tip requires no DLC and hardly any story progression other than the main intro out of the way. It's been sitting right in front of you all this time. Gigs. That is right, gigs is an excellent way to get crafting components. 9 out of 10 times you have to fight tons of enemies, and these missions can be found anywhere on the map. Now they are a finite amount of missions, so once you do them all, they're gone. You done it. You did it. You beat it. But by that point, you're not going to be needing any components anyways, because you're going to be probably max level, if not close to it, with plenty to spare. So why are gigs so great at getting crafting components? Well, you might have already put it together, but every enemy you kill drops a gun. And a lot of the times they drop 2 guns. One's going to have some color to it, the other one's just going to be a white garbage piece on the ground. Regardless, the more enemies you kill, the more guns you get, the more components you have. And plus, not to mention, if you level up doing this, the higher level you are, the more likely you are to find better gear. So it just all comes back in a big circle. You can see here on my mini-map, every colored X is a pickup item that one of the enemies dropped. Now, every colored is worth 5 components already. If it's a gun, it could be a pistol, shotgun, assault rifle, whatever. If it's a normal gun, you automatically get 5 components. So you can see there that I already can get 10 purple just from those random enemies I killed. And mind you, this place didn't really have that many enemies compared to some of the other gigs I've done. But all of this combined, plus the loot chests you get in almost every building that you go to from a gig, you make a lot of money, a lot of XP, a lot of components. It's great. You just gotta do it. It's great. It's a great way to get components. After collecting all your set guns, now to get the components, I'm sure everyone here knows this, but just in case, we have to go to our inventory and then we dismantle it. Now again, every colored item, depending on the rarity of the gun, if it's a blue, you'll get 5 blue components back. Orange, 5 orange. Weapons, same deal, the melee weapons. But I know the clothing gives you 1. So that's not a viable way to do it, although, you know, you get some over time, so maybe eventually you want to. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe. Appreciate everything, guys. Have a nice one.